Good evening. I'm Chanel, Vehicle Title Expert. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I thank you in advance for subscribing. So, on tonight, I will be talking about driver versus vehicle related stops as it pertains to your vehicle registration. Now, I've shared before that I do not talk about driver license matters unless it's pertaining to your title and/or registration transactions. So, tonight, I will talk about driver related matters just very briefly because I do feel I need to add some clarity pertaining to driver versus vehicle related stops. I see and hear a lot of confusion when you guys are going to the DMV and you're inquiring about these type of stops on your record. The clerk is turning you away because either one, they are not seeing anything from what they're telling you, or they are giving you a stop that's on a driver uh, related side versus the vehicle related side, or vice versa. And you're running around in circles and you're getting the wrong information. Okay, so let me start off by saying the DMV is comprised of two sides. You got the driver related side to the DMV, you got the vehicle related side to the DMV. Now, your record can be impacted by both sides, okay, or one or the other. So let me say that as well. But there are two sides, and you really want to make sure that both sides are being reviewed fully. Okay. A lot of times, when you're dealing with the DMV, most of you only say, or ask, what do I need to do to get this stop off of my record? Okay. That's a very general question when it comes to stops, because the DMV may not know where to start. Okay, so you want to be as specific as possible. Let me give y'all an example. If you are at your Commissioner of Revenue's office and you're trying to take care of personal property tax, of course, very basic, that's going to be a vehicle related stop. Okay, if you are at the courts and you need to take care of unpaid court fines and things of that nature, that is going to be a driver license related type of stop. Okay, very important. So the driver related stops that you will keep in mind, these are just a few, would be a suspended or revoked license, unpaid court fines or parking tickets, insurance matters that you will need to take care of. And when it comes to vehicle related stops, depending on your state, you will be looking at unpaid personal property tax, an SR22 requirement, or unpaid tolls. Okay, now let me add that when it comes to insurance matters, a lot of times the insurance matters will affect your driver's license and your vehicle record. So keep that in mind. They do ping pong off of each other. And also, I want to share that when it comes to vehicle related stops, don't just focus on one vehicle if you have multiple vehicles, okay? Don't just stop at one vehicle, but look at all of the vehicles on your record. Ask that DMV clerk to review all of your vehicles in question to make sure that the vehicles that you have are in compliance. And if not, they need to tell you what you will need to do to satisfy the requirements accordingly. Okay, communicate effectively with the DMV. Okay, so that you can avoid getting rejected. Okay, tell that clerk to review your driver record side as well as the vehicle record side, and to review any possible stops that you may have so that you can avoid, going back and forth. All right. Now, let me say this, because a lot of times when it comes to stops, you are not only dealing with the DMV, you are dealing with multiple agencies, whether it's the courts, whether it's the insurance company, the parking authority, personal property tax offices, what have you. And you're going back and forth with them as well. So in the event DMV does not see any stops, and they've checked your driver's license status as well as the vehicle status, get a letter from the clerk or clerks you are interacting with, and take the letter to the agencies that you also have to deal with as well, whether it's the court, parking authority, or what have you. If DMV does not see anything, then they need to provide you with documentation. If they have checked your driver's license side and the vehicle status side as well, make sure you get a statement from them and submit accordingly. Okay. That the DMV does not see anything. This will hopefully help you to avoid, getting the runaround. Okay. And if that letter is not sufficient, then hopefully they will make some phone calls on your behalf, or send some emails on your behalf so that, everyone will be on the same page, because DMV normally does not get this information unless the courts or other agencies submit your non-compliant status to them, a lot of times. So be very proactive. If you're being told that there's nothing on your record, don't just walk away or get off of that phone. Ask questions. Be very detailed, because at the end you want to save yourself time and money, by not keep going back and forth with the DMV. Okay. If you have any questions as it pertains to driver versus vehicle related stops, if your registration is getting affected, feel free to drop me a line below or check me out at wisdomandauthority.com. Please check me out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Click share and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to hear from you soon.